First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. And shalom to the Akwad, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. And Yahweh is the true name of who the world ignorantly called God or the Father. Yahweh is his true name in the Hebrew, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai in the Hebrew, the real name. His name means he is salvation. All right. So, reading. So I was reading a couple articles today, and there's so much going on at one time. They talking about the electronic imprint more and more. Iran is already basically being the spearhead that's starting it. Go look that up. Iran basically have to get a digital ID to get food. And, they talking about blackouts coming this summer. And, I was just thinking about Jacob's trouble and all the things that's supposed to come to pass. Through much tribulation, we should enter into the kingdom of the Most High. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Talk about Yahushai. So I want to start off with this. So it said, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. So I'm sitting here thinking about, all the things that got to come. Let me get this. This has been on my spirit lately. These two scriptures. It said, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no ne'er ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, being able to escape the said perils by your faith in your works. And if you are a man that really believe and you got works and in your spirit is no guile and you really, really believe in this 100%, no doubt, don't worry about all the things that's going to come. That's why Second Ezra 14:13. Now therefore set thy house in order. Your house is talking about you first. Because in the Latin, bodig is talking about your body. In Latin, bodig means house, which talks about your body. And then you gotta, if you can, get your actual house in order, your wife and kids. Let them know that serious times is coming. Whether you believe it or not, still, put a bug in their ear, man. So it said, now therefore set thy house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. 2 Thessalonians 1:7 said, if you be troubled, rest with us. And what that scripture is saying is that you got men out here who really believe, who understand the truth, and have faith that they're going to be delivered. And as Yahushua said in John 8:31, ye should know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So don't beat up yourself about the what if. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. And the weak nature is you worrying. Now, to be fair, this flesh ain't shit. These is chains of darkness. That's what the scripture call it. Even Yahushua, when he was on the earth, which I was going to do a video about that, but my spirit wanted to talk about this. But to briefly talk about Yahushua, When he was on the earth, even though he was able to be perfect because that was his lot to be the sacrificial lamb for the elect of Israel and then all of Israel. He even had weak moments. So how much more us? So that's what I'm saying, to be fair. But you got to pray for that strength. Yahweh Shai know what it's like to be in the flesh. So you got to let go of those mortal thoughts and pray to him. Matter of fact, seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High, let us hold fast our profession. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. So when Yahweh Shai was on the earth, it was times where he prayed to the Lord 3 times asking, can this cup pass? Now you got to understand, this is the Son of the Most High. He knows about the beginning and the end. Matter of fact, he is the beginning and the end. He's the Alpha and the Omega. So he knew that he had to come down here and do what he had to do. He knew everything. He even knew all the people that was around him. He knew who was his, who wasn't. He had all the power because the Father gave it to him. And he still had weak moments. Now, we ain't even on. We like John the Baptist said, John the Baptist said, we're not even worthy of tying his shoestrings, man. So how much more us? But as the scripture is saying, since the Lord came down here, and I always use this analogy, them wicked ass judges who just be throwing football numbers at people, never sat in a jail cell and don't know what it's like to, go to jail, and they just throw football numbers at people. So I always say, like, a judge should be a person who actually been to jail. Then you can understand that that's really no place for no human being. But hey, that's judgment from the Lord. But back to the point is the Lord, he know how this flesh is. He know how weak it is. He know that this is chains of darkness. He understand all of that. So it says, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. And that's what we're going to need. But you got to have faith that he will help you. You got to have faith that everything that he said that if he is for you, who could be against you? Romans 8:28. And then it says, matter of fact, where is it? I think Romans 8:28, it said that all things is for the good. I think it's 8:30 I want it. Oh, 31 I want it, but I'm going to read 28 and I'm going to read 31. So it say, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. That's the elect, which we strive to be. So if we, if you love the Lord, you're going to do what he say. It's just that simple. Scripture says that, what is love? The love is keeping the commandments of the Most High. So, and then my favorite, I used to wear this out when I was a Christian, but now I know what the scripture mean even more. And it said, what shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who could be against us? So like, if the Lord is for you, you already got the victory. Whether you going to be a martyr or one who going to endure unto the end, actually see the downfall of this place, and stay alive the whole time. It don't matter. You both win. That's what you got to have. Victory mindset. So going back. So it said, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in a time of need. So if you really believe that Yahweh Shai got your back, Sirach 2 and 13 said, or Ecclesiasticus 2 and 13 said, woe unto them that are faint hearted, for they do not believe. So therefore they will not be defended. So flee from mortal thoughts. And I'm going to end it on these scriptures right here. I'm a little under the weather if my voice sounds a little different. So Job 5:18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth and his hands make whole. So the Lord is the one that control all aspects of life. All aspects of life. Let me go back to the Apocrypha and get one of my favorites again. To let you know the Lord control all things. Prosperity, adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. You have nothing to worry about if he's for you. Now, to be fair again, we don't know. We're prisoners of hope. We hope to endure to the end, but ain't no point in having that mindset though. Ain't no point in being like, well, I don't know if the Lord gonna save me. You better have the mindset that he is. He's a rewarder. He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So have that mindset. So it said 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yet in 7 there shall no evil touch you, because around the end of the 6th trumpet, that's when you're going to have to be out of here, beamed up into the chariot, because the 7th trumpet is Babylon the Great being destroyed by nuclear missiles. So it said, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in the war from the power of the sword. So them are the first two things that's coming to the earth: famine and a lawless society, because that's what's going to follow a famine. And the Lord saying he's going to deliver you from this. Believe it. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. And that's Esau, Edom, because you already know he's the accuser of our brethren. All right. So he's going to put us on the news, demonize us, call us terrorists. The Lord said he got us. Neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. We're going to laugh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, because the Lord said that He appoint over you 4 kinds, the sword, the famine, captivity, and the beast. And the beast to tear. All right, so wild beasts is going to be out here. That's why you got zoos for the most part in every major city, United States of America. They gonna get loose. So you don't got to worry about nothing. This scripture right here, I don't even know what this means, but it sounds great. I don't know what it means when it say, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. I want to know what that's like. You know that, the stones have healing, agents. So at that time, hey, we're going to find out. So it says, and the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee. So we don't got to worry about wild beasts when they running loose. You might see a lion and it might make eye contact with you and then turn away from you and then go maul and devour somebody else right in front of you. That's the type of faith that you got to have. Don't be fearful hearted. All right. It said, thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thy offspring as the grass of the earth. So this is going into the kingdom. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age, like as the shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, this we have searched it, so it is here and now, though it for thy good. Ooh, that old English boy. But I want to end it right here, because this is the end game. Job 8 and 7. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end shall greatly increase. Always have that mindset. We already won. We just got to run through the tape. Of course, we are prisoners of hope. We don't know if we the elect. I always say this in my video. Pray that the Lord give you strength to endure to the end, that you can receive these things on the first go around. Blessed is he who take part in the first resurrection. So hopefully this video was edifying, and shalom.